right. Oh. Bear with me for a bit, friends. Oh, nice. I love to see those. Oh, I totally forgot to get in touch with girl painting. Um, One sec, I'm just getting all the setups happening here. There we go. Who's that? Who said that? I can't read who that is. Death Knight. Hey, buddy. Okay. There, I see. All right. Okay. I think we're in good shape. Here we go. So, I have a pile of Death Company to paint. And I'm going to get started. So black. My black has several steps when I paint. That's just my Twitch announcement. And step 1, I prime it with Army Painter black. And I did that. And step 2, I give them an airbrush. Every edge of the armor gets airbrushed with Dawnstone GW Air gray paint. And then I highlight them. I use Dawnstone again for the highlight. And I use the second level of GW paint, which I'm not really seeing right now, but I doubt I'm going to get to that anyway tonight. So, let's go. You can see the highlight is very subtle. Maybe not so subtle. It's just a light dusting with gray. And it just looks like, really, it just looks like light shining on black. That's all. That's what black would look like, shining in some light. And when I do the gray, you definitely don't want to do every edge. Deck Knight, thank you. Hey, there he is. The Jawa love. I don't know why I love that Jawa so much. So you're really only aiming for where the light will be glinting off edges of the armor. And I paint top down. So when you look at my stuff turned upside down, it's black underneath, if you can see him through the base. Mostly it's just black from the bottom up. But from the top down, you can see the highlights, the light shining on the edge of armor. What a stark difference there between down and looking up from underneath. And that's kind of the way all color works. No light, no color. So things look dark and they look black. Absence of light. Color is light. So, here we go. I need to get one of those, like, in-stream control module things. Maybe that's going to be my first purchase when I finally get a payout. So, I've got a very soft touch I've developed over almost 20 years of doing this now. And the way I do it is a minuscule amount of paint on the tip of a superfine brush. You really can't even hardly see the paint on this brush. And the way I touch it on there, it kind of is heavy when I first touch. And then as I drag the brush over the edge, I push lighter with the brush. I apply less pressure. So that wider touching point gets a little bit softer, a little thinner as I drag it across the armor. You don't need to do much. And mostly what I'm looking for are the areas where most of the airbrushing gathered on the rounded parts of the model. This would be a great time to zoom in, wouldn't it, huh? I can't do that while I'm streaming. On the rounded parts like the kneecaps, I'll actually curve the highlight. Think of a bowling ball. Look at the light reflecting off a bowling ball. Look up a picture of one. Right here, you probably can't see it, but on the belt buckle, there's two rectangular parts, and I dragged it across the top of one and just caught the corner of the next. I'm a brush licker. Okay, swinging them around. I'll aim for the top edges. I wish I could zoom. It's frustrating. I can't do that. What can I do? How can I get this better? What if let's see what happens if I bring this down here. What if I get closer? Will it focus? Will you focus? Let me get other stuff out of the frame. It's probably going to just focus on the lines, not the figure. Well, okay, so now I got to figure out how to get this to stay just like this. Let's see. Um, stand by here for a second. Let's see. I don't have a lot of hope for this midstream adjustment, but we're going to see if I can pull this off. What I should do right now is stop the stream and do this properly. But I, of course, am stubborn. If you saw, look, I'm trying to make this thing do the job. Let's see, what if I do this? Let's see here. All right, this might just work for now. Look at that mess back there. What I need is for it to not zoom in on the background. Now focus. Focus. Ah, so close. Focus. What if I tried this? Try and take away the lines. Ah, there's an ad. Okay, so we're gonna go with this for a bit. Maybe this will do the job, babies. Hey, babies. And of course, now my hand's gonna block everything. Did I achieve anything better with this? No, I don't think so. Let's see. So much crap. I promise to clean this mess. I do. Someday. If my hands were transparent, this would be perfect. Yeah, I need a better camera for sure. Yeah, I'm going to switch it back to the upper view because I don't think you're getting much from this, are you? I don't know. It's difficult for me to paint like this because I can't get into it. I can't get around to the angles. Trying to come in from the other side and paint backwards. But honestly, it's looking pretty good. Yeah, see, it's focusing on my hand, not on the model. That's frustrating. So while I'm sitting here doing this, I'm going to do the second layer of highlight. I'm going to get rid of that piece of crap because it did not work. Piece of crap. There it is. Here's the administrative gray. And this is straight airbrush paint. Straight in from the pot. Nothing. I've done nothing to it. For those of you that like to yell at people for not watering down their paints. And here I'm just grabbing corners, really. I'm not doing much with the edges. And if like the first highlight is half an inch long, I won't make this any more than like a quarter of an inch. Just to give you an idea of how to gauge how much of the highlight you want to do. One of the biggest mistakes I see in people with highlighting, brush highlighting, is that they will highlight every edge, which just kind of ends up taking away from the highlight effect, making it less good. I need to figure out how to do like announcements so that people will know when I'm going to go live. This is my regularly scheduled Thursday night live painting hobby night. I probably started a little earlier than normal, but yeah, I guess black just wreaks havoc with cameras. So after I'm done with this guy, I'm going to put the camera back up high. Oops. Kind of went off the edge on that one. It's okay. Yeah, so one of my goals here, friends, is to figure out how to make this look good for you. And I'm going to get a good camera to do that with. We'll see. Once I get some cashola. I haven't really been playing Space Marine a whole lot. I haven't been on my computer much this week. School started up. I've been kind of just spending time chilling. Played D&D last night. Which, by the way, if you want to watch some really fun D&D role-playing, Tabletop Bob. Okay. No, can't see crap because the camera's focused on like here. No, what if I block that? Will it focus elsewhere? What if I did this? Refocus. Focus. Focus. Oh, there's someone over in the YouTube chat. Hey, bud. Yeah, it's black is a hard color to paint. Yeah. Oh, hey, there's Tabletop Bob. I was just talking about you, Bob. If you're popping into here, my friends, pop over to my Twitch stream. There's a little blurb in the top corner there, Jawaballs at Twitch, and that's where my primary chat is. So if I don't see it pop up on my screen over there, then I miss your chat over on YouTube because I'm too far away from my main stream on my other monitor when I'm over here painting. Tabletop Bob in the house. Yeah, those banners were a lot of fun. The lady that used to sew them for me stopped doing that. So they were not profitable at all. I had to charge way too much to sell them. Yeah, so what was I saying? Black, painting black. Yeah, that's a really hard color to paint. And oh, by the way, no, I don't teach art anymore. I teach computer science now. Robotics and that kind of stuff. So, my death company, man. Let's see. So now, I'm going to try something with these guys I haven't tried yet. I'm going to try and do some reverse highlighting using Black Templar. That's Abaddon Black. It's contrast paint. I hesitate to really do this much, but I'm going to try it. I do like this Black Templar contrast paint. Yeah, guys, pop over, please. I implore you. Pop over to my Twitch stream. It takes a second to sign up. And I can keep track of the chat over there. So this Black Templar contrast paint, I like it because it's of the level of... it's like a heavy wash. And it's easy to kind of lay into the recessed areas. But it kind of holds its viscosity a bit. Unlike a wash, which will sometimes kind of puddle up on you. Notice how I'm holding my brush, just because I can't get too close, because I'll block it. So I'm gonna try and get in and get some of the detailed areas. Let's see here. I want to get this area here where the thruster jumps off the leg. We'll start kind of in the middle and drag it down. I want to get the separating seam of the armor. Come out. Then I'm going to take my finger, shut my eyes, just do it. Yeah, so I wipe off any paint that's like not in the recess. I had to shut my eyes just to avoid looking at it to see if it would come out okay. And it looks like it did. I'm not sure how well that's coming out over there in camera land. Not great. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Now, why not just wash? You know what? Let me find Nuln Oil, and I'll try the Nuln Oil on one side. I know you can't see this because the camera's terrible. I'm just kind of playing here. Normally, I would use the Black Templar to lay in over the airbrushing highlights, but I went really light with the highlight, so I don't really need to bring the shade back in. The armor, the black. Too much. Where's my Nuln Oil? What is that? I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna guess that's crimson. I don't know. I have a couple of pots of Nuln Oil. One I mixed with purple to shade my Tyranid stuff with. The other is still... Oh, yeah. This one I think is the purple mix. I have a new one that I bought. Oh, so help me God, I'm going to clean this area someday. Wow. Don't really see it. So, plan B. I also have this, which I use, called Dee Dee's Magic Ink. Let me check back on the YouTube. Nope, no one's there. Okay. So Dee Dee's Magic Ink also does the job. It's an ink. When I first got into the hobby, there wasn't really any washes at all. It was inks that you used to fill in the recesses. And my biggest problem with the inks back then was they were glossy. So it made the color inside the recessed areas shine brighter than the... I have a Badab Black wash up there. That's the old wash. Is that what Is that the one I made purple? I don't know. Here's a question. What if I shaded with purple on my Death Company, huh? Maybe that'll give them a little bit of a... Let's see what this does. Let's see. So I had this old pot of Badab Black, which was their first wash. Yeah, it smells. See, I always had that weird smell. Wasn't sure what I was touching and consuming when I licked my brush. This has hardly any pigment at all. It's extremely forgiving. I'm kind of okay with it. All that really matters is that I see, boop, take it out with my finger. Kind of blushed it on, take it off. Huh. Okay, coming around the front. I turned off my central air. Not that it matters. My power bills got so expensive. Anyway, it's really warm in here right now because my son keeps shutting my sliding door on me. What I like about the G double washes is you can kind of use them as a reverse shade and paint with them. Like, look up in here. I'm just gonna drag it across the upper part. Oh, look. Happy little accident right there. You probably can't see what just happened. Hey, Deck Knight's back. Hey. Hey. So, yeah, so. I think it's time to start planning for my 20th subscriber. Because I think that, I think I'm at like 16 subscribers. So my 20th subscriber giveaway is on the horizon. I need to start making like promo videos and stuff like that. This is really not looking bad at all. That's about it, really. You don't need to do much highlighting on black. Hey, Matt Box, welcome. Just working on my Death Company here. Want to see the Mountain O Death Company? Look. Blah, more Death Company. There's more too. Get out of here, guys. Go. Get over there. So, as far as the black armor goes, this is pretty much ready. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Now it's time for the detailing, which I'm gonna go ahead and do right now. Red. I'm gonna base the weapons with the airbrush, so I'm not gonna touch that right now. The X on his shoulder, however, I will paint right now with this. Then I'm gonna paint the angel wings on his chest and the skull on his shoulder with Wraithbone. Then I'm going to use Skeleton Horde on nose, and then I'm going to highlight the red with Mephiston red, then Blood red. 3 layers of highlight. Oh, so you're going with the impulsor trick, huh? Clock Tower, you want power fists, huh? I don't. I guess no, I won't be doing that tonight. So are you asking me to do an airbrush demonstration? Because I airbrush them. The blue on the power fists. Is that what you're looking for? I guess if one of the first... Oh, Clock Tower, you're not one of the first. Only the first can demand things from Jawaballs. Maybe I'll have to get Kevin or Patrick to give up their titles so someone else can have it. Yeah, well, that's my thing, man. I just can't. I can't do that. I can't test stuff without painting it. I know. I really wish I had a better camera that would just focus on the miniature. So I need to get. I found a mixer, like a video mixer, where I can kind of control the camera from that while it's on stream. And I'm gonna get that bad boy, and then I'm gonna get a good camera to do this with. Down, as soon as I can. So now I'm just gonna paint the X on his shoulder. Let's see. This is my first time painting one of these sculpted ones I got off Etsy. Probably can't see because my hand's blocking. Right now I'm just getting a feel for it before I really bother trying to even show what I'm doing. So sorry if I'm blocking this. Yeah, not bad. The edges kind of grab the paint well, and they don't force the paint off the edge, which happens sometimes with like the G-Dub ones. The rounded edges on some of the GW molded objects will actually encourage the bristles to go around the side of the raised edge. Sometimes I don't like that very much. It bothers me. All right. So there's that. Paint tastes so good. I love it. Everybody's in. It's only 7:20. Was it before 7 o'clock I signed on? I guess it was. Huh? I've been on now for half an hour. I thought it was almost 7. It was almost 7. Oh boy. I'm losing my mind here. I don't know. Something weird. All right, so Wraith Knight. Now this, I just put it on thick and drag it over the wings on the chest. Thin it out as much as possible as I spread it around. My poor son's over there. He's whispering to his buddies on his Xbox so that he doesn't come off on my stream. The price you pay, son, when your dad's a famous Twitch streamer. He just rolls his eyes big time at me. Because all he watches is Twitch streamers for his games instead of actually playing games. I can hear him whispering about me right now. Can you tell I've done this a little bit? Can you see the level of control? Holding the brush from 4 inches up on the brush. And this is where all I can say is you just need practice. This is a well-practiced skill. Yeah, we'll let that kind of dry as I go to red. Okay, give me a little crimson. Can anybody tell what that color was? I don't know what's in here. What is it? What's in there? Oh, it's almost empty anyway. I don't know what that is. What color is this? It's not the same. Maybe that's brown. Smells like nothing. Yes, Matt, old age, and thank you so much. You're too kind. I have demented your children's mind. Like 1 year in a White Dwarf magazine, I read that they like the painter licks his paints, and he's like, even though they're non-toxic, don't lick the paint, but he's like, they are non-toxic. But anyway, so since I read that, I've been doing the same thing and saying the same thing. They're non-toxic. That might be true of like the base paints, but when you get to stuff like the like the washes and some of the other stuff, I don't know if that's very true. Okay, there's a little shade. Now I need Skeleton Horde. That's the sepia. I previously would have used sepia on the bone colors, but now I use Skeleton Horde, which is a contrast paint. Let me look under my pile of Death Company. Normally it's over here somewhere. That's green. Red air color. Curse my eyes. I have to pick up like, oh, there it is. Like every single brown that I have. I don't think he would care that I am revered in Iowa. I don't think he would care one bit. Alright, Skeleton Horde here. Now that he's out of his seat, I'm going to go over there, and I'm waiting for commercial. I'm going to go over there and open that door. It's hot in here. Ow! I have a mountain of sprues. Like, at least a foot tall. Boxes and sprues and stuff. From all the Death Company I've been playing with here. Okay, so let me double check the YouTube chat. So I forgot to get hold of... okay, Clock Tower. I'll do my best to kind of keep up with you. I'll keep checking back in. So I am a big fan of the Skeleton Horde for painting bone. There he is. Not too shabby. I like the Black Templar black in the recessed areas, like between the armor bits. I'm going to put my camera back up high. I'm not digging this at all. So I need to research a camera. I just bite the bullet and get one. I think it goes this way, right? Whoa. Is that straight? Nope, that is wrong. Oh, get up there. Stay. Stay. Why are you not staying? Well, when in doubt, masking tape. Let's see. This is going to fall off and hit an open pot of paint and spill it everywhere. And you're going to see some Jawa rage. Yes. Masking tape. Nothing but the most professional. There we go. I ain't coming down anytime soon. Yeah, alright. That's going to have to just live with it. Let's get it back a little. Alright. We're going to deal with that. Let's get this stuff out of the way. That just takes the focus away. By the way, never put your X-Acto blades up in a pencil holder. Word from the wise. Okay. So now the last bits of the X. I'm going to skip the Mephiston. I'm going to go right for the blood red. And I'm going to get the little tripod out of my way. Add that to the pile of sprue. Here's my little filled thing of paint. Those things last about 0.2 seconds in my possession. Those covers. I take them off, I put it down, and they disappear in the void. Let me put on my lookers so I can see what I'm doing. Oh! Looking. I look so good. What a difference. I can see again. I can see, I can see, I can see. When I was a kid, I had a little record player. And I had like Disney records on it. One was Pinocchio. I can fly, I can fly, I can fly. I don't know if I really... I think I probably should have done a Mephiston. Going right to blood red was too much. Well, Peter Pan. Is that Peter Pan? He can fly, he can fly, he can fly. I know right now Disney's like, we're going to sue you. Stop singing. Alright, I don't know if I'm really digging that at all. Might have to try a little something different. Take those glasses off. Okay. Anyway, that's my Death Company highlighting. 1 down, 19 to go. And I'm definitely going to try that repulsor thing, my friend. Maybe at my next tournament, just to try it out in your honor. So Matt was telling me about this concept for a list putting Dante in a repulsor with a squad of Sanguinary Guard, I think it was. Starting them off in the repulsor. So you will start the repulsor up sideways up against the edge of your deployment zone. And on your first turn, you get them out. They get out 3 inches away from the repulsor. Then they can move 12 inches plus 1 because of Dante. Then they can advance 6 inches plus 1 because of Dante. Then they can charge. No, they can't move 12 plus 1. They move 12 inches. Then they can advance 6 plus 1. Then they can charge 2d6 plus 1 because of Dante. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 15. You can, I think you can use a strat to get a full d6 charge. So that's 15, 21, 22, plus like an average of 8. So 30. A 30-inch charge. If you want to bottle your opponent's tears, hit them with a 30-inch charge they weren't expecting. You will be drunk on tears. You will not be very highly regarded. Yeah. You would not be highly regarded. So really all you have to do is to get out of being disregarded or poorly regarded is to tell your opponent that Dante's unit could, if you chose to, advance and charge. It's up to them really to do the math. Nobody quite realizes just how far 12 inches is with the movement. And an extra 5 inches coming out of the repulsor plus the +1 and the +1 again. That's quite a bit. Okay, so he's done. He's ready for the airbrush again. So someone, I think it was Clock Tower, had asked for me to do the fist. I guess maybe next week I'll try and get set up over there to airbrush the power fist. But honestly, I don't really do a whole lot. I just hit him a couple times with a darker 35-inch threat range. Yeah, up to, right? I hit him with a dark blue and a light blue, and that's kind of it. Whew. Okay, here we go. Highlights. Holy shit. I'll be right back. I just had like a weird kind of dizzy spell there for a sec. Sorry about that. I think that was switching back and forth from the lookers. So Clock Tower was asking why the repulsor.
It did.
Well, for one, you can't deep strike and assault. And also, if people effectively use their blockers, they make it really hard for you to place your stuff when you deep strike. So unless you can use the stratagem that lets you place at the end of their turn, and you can hide them behind terrain or something, and or the Blood Angels detachment rule, which will also allow that, which I'll be using. But you still can't assault and deep strike and assault. So what that thing with the repulsor does is it puts you up to 35 inches away, and so you can still assault something, which is a lot. That's like forever. I mean, the table's only what, 42 inches wide. So basically, at 35 inches, you can hit his back line, or pretty much anything in his deployment zone. So it's a first turn assault threat, turn one, which is a lot. You can really wreak havoc. And the name of the game really is to do things that take your opponent out of his plan. And when he's deploying, having to prepare for a possible first turn assault makes him have to think about his well laid plans for his deployment. And once you've disrupted what he would normally have done, he's out of his sync. And his little battle plan will kind of crumble a little bit. So really anything you can do to break your opponent's plan is an advantage. I think I ate too much tonight. I had like 1.5 big fat burgers, and I should not have done that. I think that it's interacting with my medication and making me feel funny. Yeah, go. You should. He uses the no. He uses the repulsor, right, Matt, or the impulsor. The repulsor. So you're looking for a repulsor, not an impulsor.
It's a lot. Why is the red machine alive? And the heart of the signs and what the hell that?
If you're curious, I'm using a Series 7 Winsor & Newton 00 brush. Not particularly inexpensive. They use Kolinsky Sable brushes. Or bristles.
Something takes off out of there. There's a bad nothing. Okay, right.
So I guess the secret to highlighting black is to just go easy.
Okay.
Go easy. First highlight done. Black Templar for the joint between the armor plates. Let me check the YouTube chat. Clock Tower. Sorry, buddy. Yeah. But also repulsors are just a nice gunboat. They're not a bad tank at all. So if you just signed on after I started with this, I used Black Templar for the recessed areas, but between the armor plates. Black Templar is the contrast paint. Yeah, I don't see you making very many friends, Matt Box, with that thing. But you're right, it is a win-win, because even if your opponent does go first, if they don't kill that thing, guys get out and assault whatever they want on the table. And then, like, you have a squad of foot intercessors hop in there, and then that thing takes off. And puts them wherever you want them. For them to get out and assault next turn. By then, the whole table is just one big assault. And that is some old school Black Templar. I can smell it. First generation wash right there. Has that weird smell it had. Don't quite know what that is. I can't see. I'm not going to put on my lookers. They make me dizzy tonight. Apologies if you can't really see very well from up there. I'm working on it. That looks good right there. That was a nice hit with the brush. Let's see.
That's not a camera.
Can you see that? What just happened with that shoulder pad there? That one blast with the brush came out nearly perfect to create this really beautiful rounded looking bit of shading, which is how it would actually look like on a rounded surface. Look at that. I think you can actually see it in the camera too. Sometimes you just you surprise yourself with how something kind of comes out. This basically, I'm doing the scumbling from one of my old videos where I use the tip of the brush and lay it flat against the armor plate. Just kind of drag it around. Yeah.
Dude.
I'm digging that. That video where I think I painted a speeder. Drop pods are not the answer. They only hold 10 models. So you can't put characters with them. Unless you put a 5-man squad in there. But if you're going to drop something behind enemy lines, you need 10 men. Because they're going to get beat up. So you want like a squad of veterans in a drop pod with a lieutenant. So they get lethal hits.
Okay, the camera.
I think the veterans have dev wounds, right? So they hit. No, you don't want lethal hits with dev wounds. I'm gonna try and paint their eyes on these two models. Let's see, I'm getting a little crazy tonight since I'm feeling kind of weird. McCrag blue. Adjust the spectacles here. Yeah, I do Death Company eyes blue. The blue really contrasts with the black.
Why lay that, bro? Oh, hi.
Oh, nailed it. First try. Nice. So I'll do a dark blue. Then I'll give it a blue glaze. Or with this really nice bright Trian blue shade. And then I'll hit it with a light blue. Double check the YouTube chat to see if I missed anybody. I keep thinking about Alexandra because I still have her knife safety video queued up here on my screen from last week. I have to get back to her. Alexandra, I'm coming. I want lighter blue than that. There it is. Calgar blue. Oh, that is not much of a blue anymore. It's kind of look. Bleh.
I turned on the hard mode
I
now.
don't know. Where's my paint mixer?
I can see why it's hard mode now.
Um,
Okay.
I don't see.
How do we can't like use
Popsicle stick.
what's it called?
Well, that's rock hard. Yeah, this blue is dead. This is gonna. I'm gonna use this to paint the eyes of this Death Company squad. Then that is it. It will go in the trash. Retired. Next time I go to the gaming store, I need to get a series of blue paints. And then I throw away all my blues because I hardly ever use them except to do like this stuff. Oh, it's so thick too. Nope.
Okay. Camera of the thing. Sorry, you want to? No, there's this. Okay, there was like, okay. What? Dude, I don't know what
Kind of botched that eye a bit. But here comes the shade. Let's see if the shade does the trick.
so we have. Oh god.
It's a lot. All right. Has anyone figured out if we can add in the code for our codexes into our app yet? Here, guys, you have a codex early because of the special edition, but you can't use it.
Yeah, but that's fucking understand. Yeah, we made it too hard. Won't be and the hard. On this end, I'll just make difficulty not. Set for easy or hard. I'm just gonna make it multi mode now. But this time it just is easy mode. I just with the whole mode. Enough like it. Oh. Yeah, I probably should read it.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, oh, If you get a response at all, there's be like, sorry, blah 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 blah.
Alright, yeah, I think I understand how letters work here, so let me see.
They're definitely not going to respond to you.
Follow like the lens, like the now we realize that like
Because why would they want to engage anyone and be called out on their stupid practices?
9.5.
Okay, now it's time for the final highlight.
Come along. Alright, come on. Oh, good correct one. Alright. Okay, that's the
I'm
one.
almost over my anger towards the G Dubs. Almost.
Okay, trash. Yeah, 400. Fire hydrant. 2. So 2. Wait. Wait, no, that's rude. Pipe.
Haha. Yeah, they're not going to answer that. Because there is no good answer for it. The best way to answer a question that you don't want to answer is to not answer it.
This is the yeah, it's like, I kind of want right.
Ask any politician a question. You're going to get 5 other answers to 5 other questions, none of which are the question you asked them to answer. And no, I'm not inviting any kind of specific politic talks. Don't really care who you like. All right. I'm going to do his eyebrow on his mask. My friends, I'm going to end soon. I'm not really feeling great.
What's that? Skull.
You can start mentally preparing yourselves.
Propane tank. Sketty. Uh-huh.
I like that. Skeleton Horde.
They're back to the ability to row. Clear function. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm finding myself getting sloppier with my my detailing, so I'm going to stop for now. The first one came out pretty good. The second one was a bit sloppy. So, real quick, I'm at about 16, 15, 16 subscribers, which means I'm approaching my 20 subscriber giveaway. And I'll be giving away a squad of Blood Angel Assault Marines, which
Okay, so I heard them.
are basically legends now, but, you know, they're still fun and pretty. And they're part of the Jawaballs history. So that's coming up soon. I haven't been playing a lot of Space Marine. I do intend to be playing more of it. Hopefully this weekend. We'll see. I've been trying to play the PvP online. I've only been playing the Annihilation, the kill point one, killing each other. And it's kind of hard. Kind of fun. That's all I got. As far as my army, once I can finalize the army building app, I'll know exactly what I'm going to have. I pretty much know already. But then I'm going to get this group of Death Company ready to go. And try to get into my first tournament. So I'll be playing probably in October a tournament. I don't think I'll have an army ready in September or in time to find one that's available for my time. We'll see though. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up, and that's gonna be it for tonight. And thank you for coming in. Thank you for being here. Thanks for following and subscribing. And don't forget to smash and do all the good stuff. And I appreciate you being here. I'll see you all soon.